Hi, ambitious professionals. It's Linda Rayner of lindarayner.com, career strategist. I help driven professionals like you to enhance your personal brand so that you can pursue a career you'll truly enjoy. And in this video, I want to share with you a few tips on how to demonstrate good body language in an interview setting. This was something that was actually brought up by a CEO client of mine during one of our sessions. He told me how he had just recently read an article that talked about the significance of nonverbal communication in an interview, specifically body language, and how it impacted the interviewer's decision in hiring the particular candidate. Specifically, this article mentioned that there was an experiment that was done where there were three parties involved. There was the interviewer, there was the job candidate, and then there was an observer. So the observer's job was to watch the interview as it was happening, but they couldn't hear what was being said by either the interviewer or the job candidate. And then, of course, the interviewer's responsibility was to ask the questions to the job candidate and go through the course of the interview. By the end of the interview, the observer and the interviewer compared notes. And it turned out that they both came to the exact same conclusion about the candidate. They had the same perception, they had the same judgments, and they essentially came up with their own observations of this individual, this job candidate. So what I'm saying is the observer only watched in silence, but they came up to the same conclusion that the interviewer did. So what that means is that a lot of the times it really doesn't matter exactly the words that come out of your mouth. It's not so much of an emphasis on what you say, but it's more of an emphasis on how you say it and how you're feeling while you're in the interview. Now, I don't know if they had a positive or negative impression of that job candidate. I didn't even bother asking. But the point is that you need to recognize how important your body language, your energy, and really the vibe that you give off in the interview is, because it really does play a role in determining whether you'll move forward in the interview process and get the job or not. So in essence, if you're sending out the wrong vibes but saying the right things in the interview, it still doesn't matter, because how you're being perceived is much more than the words that are coming out of your mouth. So here are a few things to keep in mind when it comes to demonstrating positive body language in an interview. Reminder number 1. Interviewers want to feel at ease. And in order for the interviewers to feel at ease with you, you need to feel at ease with yourself. So a lot of people think that when they go into an interview, they need to demonstrate their enthusiasm and be overly excited and show a lot of energy. And the truth is, when you do that, it just comes off as fake. It's not as genuine. You're not feeling authentic to them. It really feels like you're putting on a show, putting on a theatrical performance, and that's not the point of an interview. If anything, they want to see someone who can demonstrate their true self. And so the way to do that is to get connected back to you, who you are, to go back to that centered, connected place within you, and then let that confidence come through and let that excitement come through from that place. But it's not going to be an overly dramatic excitement that's going to come through. It's going to be one where you feel good, you're excited, but you feel good about this opportunity, and you're going to go in with that positive mindset. And because you're feeling good in yourself, they're going to feel that energy too. So you have to remember, it all starts with you. You go back to yourself, ask yourself, am I feeling positive? Am I feeling good? Am I feeling confident? And if you're not, then you have to develop a way to get yourself feeling that way. You have to really practice at feeling good. That's the honest truth, because we've practiced feeling bad over our lifetime growing up into adults, and it's really the reverse. You really need to practice feeling good, feeling confident, and allowing that to come from within and out into the interview room. Reminder number 2, you're the expert, so be the expert. You're the expert, meaning you have what they're looking for. You have the technical skills, the experience, and the knowledge, and the ability and potential to take on this role. So you have to remind yourself of that. A lot of people think that they're going into an interview, it's a competition against other people, and they have to fight for their job, and they have to it comes across as desperate, basically. But the goal here is to not see yourself in that way and see yourself as someone who has a set of experiences and knowledge and skills that they can make use of as long as they're willing to hire you. So you have to demonstrate to them that you are the person that they're looking for, in the sense that you are the expert in your specific field, in your specific role. It's not about being cocky. It's not about being overly confident. That's the farthest end of the spectrum. And it's not about not having any confidence at all, but it's about being somewhere in the middle, having that calm, confident tone in your voice and in the way that you present yourself. Reminder number 3, be present every second that you're there. This is probably the most important tip that I have for you, and that is that you need to really be present when you're going into an interview room. As much as you may have prepared, rehearsed your answers, rehearsed your interview scripts, and really rehearsed all your stories ahead of time, once you're there, you need to close the books and really just be present when you're sitting in front of that interviewer. The reason for that is because when they ask you a question, they expect for your answer to really resonate with them. They expect that the answer is going to be directly answering that specific question that they've asked. And I can tell you that a lot of people go into interviews, and whenever they're being asked a question, because they're thinking of so many things at once and they're thinking about the next question that might be asked, that they're not directly giving the answer to the question that's being asked at that point in time the attention and time that it needs. And so what happens is you seem as though you're not really listening to them. You come across as being a little bit frazzled, essentially, like you're not present, essentially. You're not connecting with them. And so the most important tip is to be present, be there. They ask you a question, you take it in, and then you come up and allow for the right stories, the right words, the right phrases to flow through you. And because you've already practiced it well ahead of time, which I hope you did, then by the time you're in there, your subconscious is going to just start bringing the right words, bringing the right stories for you to say in that moment, and it'll flow perfectly. But you have to give yourself that space and time and that opportunity to truly tap in and listen and pay attention to the person in front of you, but also pay attention to what you feel is the right thing to say at that point in time. So there you have it, my 3 reminders that will help you to demonstrate the right body language in an interview. So if you're an experienced corporate professional and you're thinking about making a career move and you're wondering what direction you should go in next, or you're thinking about improving your resume and would like some help on that, or your interview skills, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help. Just simply go to lindarainer.com, click under Work With Me, and you can click under either Career Coaching Services, Personal Brand Renewal to Stand Out Get Hired, or Intuitive Purpose Coaching, and decide which one you'd like, and we can talk some more. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, then please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and let them know that this channel is all about helping driven professionals like you to enhance your personal brand so that you can pursue careers you'll truly enjoy. Thanks so much. I will see you in the next video.